This right here is my first attempt at designing and 3D printing a micro SD card holder for my games. The idea is to be able to organize and store all my games on micro SD cards, so I can basically have as many games as I want as long as I keep buying micro SD cards. It's especially useful for my ROG Ally because upgrading the drive in this is a pain in the ass. But the day one prototype has a lot of flaws. First of all, the micro SD card, yeah, it's janky to get out. Second of all, it's apparently way too big from anyone that I've talked to. And third of all, the sliding mechanism is not the best when it comes to 3D printing it. So let's try and fix that. The biggest problem that I had is probably the micro SD card slot. The problem is that the 3D print lines are stopping the micro SD card from going up the ramp. It's acting like a staircase instead of a ramp. So I fixed that by putting a small hole behind it so you could push it down and lean it up. The second problem I'd say is the sliding mechanism. On the first version, I made it way too flimsy and way too small, so it would basically print all janky and it turned out really bad. So I decided to beefing it up, and that helped with making it more sturdy and print better. And lastly, I'd say the last problem is the size. That was a pretty easy fix. Even though I was scared about a few things, like how I would get my finger in with the rails on the side. If you have two big fingers, could they not reach in? But it turned out to not be that big of an issue. Just finished printing. This is what we've got. There's a little bit of a defect. I didn't have enough support, so I'll need to fix that. But otherwise, let's just try it out. I put the logo on and the micro SD card in, and it works pretty well. You have a little bit of a space to push to pull it out. The only thing I will say is that it pulls out really easily. But other than that, the magnets work really well to keep it in place. Once it's in place, it doesn't move. But yeah, feels like an improvement. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Other than that, I feel like it's a nice improvement, but we can still get it better. So follow if you want to see where this goes.